How's she going, my trout? I'm Jimmy O'Toole, and this is my brother Seamus.
And a warm welcome back to you all.
We're taking a special look at some of the events of the past few months.
A lot of hard questions were raised this summer.
Like, who wants to be a Canadian millionaire? Who wants to be a Survivor millionaire? And what's that floating in our drinking water?
In August, 6.4 million Canadians tuned in to the final episode of Survivor. Let me put that into perspective. Roughly 1 in every 4 Canadians has no life.
Over in Britain, there was a bunch of angry truckers to protest high gas prices. They set up blockades and effectively shut down crucial shipments, including this one.
On the campaign trail in the US of A, presidential hopeful George W. Bush took time to make an impassioned, eloquent speech.
Adam Farmer, major league asshole.
Oh, he's got my vote.
This summer, Prime Minister Chrétien took time to get to know what was on the mind of the average Canadian. Now, that's a change. Usually the only thing on his face in public is egg.
In September, the Olympics dominated the news. Equestrian Eric Lamaze was dropped from the Canadian team when he tried to snort his horse.
But Lamaze appealed the decision. He said it was all a big mistake. It was the horse that took the cocaine.
Several competitors at the Sydney Games were caught taking performance-enhancing drugs. The problem was so bad, one country had to send home its athletes. The Bulgarian women's weightlifting team.
Canada did well in many of the new Olympic sports, but our strongest event wasn't included. Synchronized water dorks. Let's look at the final medal count standings. The United States finished with 97, Russia with 88, anabolic steroids were third with 59, followed by cocaine and horse tranquilizers. And Viagra got one up on Canada to round out the totals.
Yes, boy. Canada did not win as many medals as we'd hoped for, but there was a reason for that.
We suck.
No, Seamus. Underfunding. The government did not give enough money to support our athletes.
Not true, Jimmy. In fact, the Canadian women's rowing team said that statement is false.
When did they say that, Seamus?
When they were rowing back to Canada from Australia.
More to come as we look back on the events of the summer of 2000.
Mr. McSill, you are charged with the vicious assault of Vancouver Canucks player Donald Brashear with your hockey stick. What do you have to say in your defense?
Your Honor, members of the court, I would like to say what I did was wrong. When I saw Mr. Brashear passing in front of me, something snapped. I truly regret it. My actions were totally unacceptable. But I do know it was an isolated incident which will never, ever happen again. I only hope that Donald Brashear will find it in his heart to accept my apology. Sorry. Reflex action.
New this season on CBC, a group of Canadians stranded in a location so remote, so desolate, so cut off from the rest of society, it's just like being in Saskatchewan. It's Ottawa Survivor.
Are a very openly arrogant and pompous human being, and I admire you for that. But you are still a snake.
Hey, Stockpiles, you should not let your MPers talk to you like that.
John, she was speaking to you.
Ottawa Survivor based on lying, manipulating, and deceiving. Perfectly suited for any federal politician. A total unknown gets 15 minutes of fame, then is never heard from again.
Hey, it's just like being leader of the NDP. Okay, decision time. I'm casting my ballot for me, Alexa McDonough. There we go. One vote for Alexa McDonough. Reminds me of my last election.
Are you talking about me?
I said election.
So they will let me at the new look for Joe Park?
From what I can see, it's not only your party that's getting smaller.
Ottawa Survivor, reality television at its worst.
Critic at Large, starring Gilbert Smythe Bite Me.
Yes, behold, I have arrived for yet another season of brilliant insight into the so-called arts. This summer, I spent months touring this country's various theater festivals, and I made a fascinating discovery. I wasted my summer looking more closely into the heart of the arts in Canada. One name sprang to mind: Izzy Asper. This leads to the question, what the hell is an Izzy Asper? Voila! More like an Izzy Aspirin. Take over 2 media companies and call me in the morning. But the Izinator comes a poor second in media moguldom to this man, Ted Rogers. Motto, so little time, so much to buy. Mr. Rogers is a media visionary, very well thought of in the United States.
There's Ted Rogers, Major League asshole.
Oh, yeah.
So what media assets does Ted own? Nothing, if you don't count 28 radio stations, the shopping channel, 55 publications, including Chatelaine, Flair, and Maclean's, Canada's national waste of paper, the websites Excite Canada, Quicken Financial Network, and the Electric Library of Canada, Rogers Cable TV, Rogers Video Stores, Rogers AT&T, and Rogers Toronto Blue Jays. This is just what we need, the entire country wired into Ted Rogers' ass. Now, if you were to combine the total acquisitions of Izzy Asper and Ted Rogers, you would still be nowhere near the holdings of Bell Canada Enterprises, BCE, which is run by this man, Jean Monty. And what does Monsieur Monty control? Only Bell Canada, Emergis, Expressview, Bell Mobility, Teleglobe, CTV, CTV Newsnet, the Sports Network, the Comedy Network, Sportsnet, the Outdoor Life Network, Discovery Channel, Simpatico, Lycos. This is what Jean Monty controls, not to mention the Globe and Mail and 9 interactive websites. Gives new meaning to the term, the full Monty. Despite the fact that these media titans control such a vast empire, not one of them is willing to admit ownership of the most virulent of all media outlets, the Women's Television Network, a.k.a. the Cramps Channel, a desolate wasteland devoid of intelligent content and employer of 3 of my ex-wives. So what does it mean to the average Canadian that these 3 separate sources control so much of our media? Well, if you like to read newspapers or watch television or surf the net or talk on the telephone, chances are you're going to get BCE'd, Izzy'd, or Rogered 6 ways from Sunday. And that's how I see it. I'm smarter than you. I'm Gilbert Smythe. Bite me.
You drink Coors Light.
Yeah, listen, is there any way you can, do a quick test so I can see if I'm okay?
Well, I'm not supposed to do this, but, okay, I'll give it the basic test. Yeah, eating a lot of carrots, too. Now, just put this in here, and we'll see what the reaction is.
You can tell just by looking at it that I have had carrots and Coors Light.
Oh, hell no. I saw you having lunch at the cafeteria.
I thought you couldn't. Normal?
Well, sometimes.
Did I pass?
Well, yeah, but only just.
Nancy Wilson here, and my tight shoes are killing me. The Canadian Alliance leader, Stockwell Day, has only been in Parliament a few weeks, but already has made an impact on politicians on both sides of the border.
There's Stockwell Day, Major League asshole.
Mr. Day is about to hold a news conference here in his little basement briefing room. Oh, here it comes now.
Sorry I'm late, but I couldn't find a parking spot for my jet ski.
Mr. Day, we can't help but notice your unusual wardrobe.
I am not here to apologize. I wear these clothes because I want the support of an important group of Canadians close to my heart.
The grassroots movement?
The moron vote. And to Preston Manning, the man who worked tirelessly for 15 long years, day in, day out, building a vibrant national party, only to have me take it over in one weekend in June. I say, thanks a lot, Preston. But I want everyone to know Preston is still a very important, indispensable part of our team.
Well, strong and bitter.
Thanks, Preston. What a loser.
Mr. Day, what's your stand on capital punishment?
I'm 100% in favor of it.
Well, what if a person receives the death penalty and then later they find out the person was innocent?
Next question.
Mr. Day, is it true you have a personal vendetta against gays?
No, totally false. Truth is, many of my friends are gay. I spend much of my time with gay people. I love them. It's homosexuals I can't stand. Okay, final question.
Mr. Day, if you were Prime Minister, what would you do about the price of gas?
Well, right now, when you go to the pump, 36 to 45% of what you pay is tax. That's over half. If I was running the government, that would change, and it will change. Gosh darn it, I want to be leader so bad I can taste it. I'm determined to find out what it's like to be Prime Minister.
Well, I can help you there, stock boy.
Someone get me water. I'm dying out
out here. Look, I'm busting my butt for my country. The least I expect is a little cooperation. It's bad enough the hotel maid didn't turn down my bed last night. Now, look at this court. You don't really expect me to play in all this sand. It's too dirty, and it gets in everywhere. Either I get some respect here, people, or I walk. Has anybody heard
This
of
has been the final round of bitch volleyball.
Welcome to a sparkling evening of me, Pamela Wallen. This is the Canadian edition of Canada's Who Wants to Be a Canadian Millionaire in Canadian dollars. Our audience is Canadian, our contestants are Canadian, even the guy who sprayed the studio for cockroaches is Canadian. This show is so Canadian, it's being taped in New York. All right, let's go to the fastest finger question. Put the following elements in order of atomic weights, starting with the heaviest. A, hydrogen. B, uranium. C, oxidasium. D, Marlon Brando. Well, okay, that shouldn't be too hard. Let's look at the answer. D, Marlon Brando. B, uranium. A, hydrogen. C, oxidasium. All right, let's see which of our Canadian contestants had the right Canadian answer in the fastest Canadian time. And it is... Heike Florgenpoots? Hold on, just wait one little second here. Are you sure you're Canadian?
I am from Mississauga.
Okay. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, the Canadian edition. Your first question for $100. Which of the following is not found in Ontario drinking water? A, water. B, beer can residue. C, cow crap. D, Jimmy Hoffa.
That is a tough question, Regis.
Just say D.
D?
You're right. You're right. Okay, you have $100 Canadian, which is close to $1.50 US. You will win 1 million Canadian dollars if you can answer only 41 more increasingly difficult questions. Let's move on. Oh, here's another easy question. For $200, Planck's constant is A, the transition of an atomic or molecular system from one distant energy level to another. B, a quantity such as time or mass that has magnitude but no direction. C, a universal constant relating the frequency of radiation to its energy. D, time taken for half the nuclei in a sample of radioactive material to decay.
I was talking about this last night when wife was buttering the cat. Planck's constant is official name for dryer lint.
Well, that isn't one of the choices, Einstein. Try to talk it through.
Well...
Enough talk. What's your final answer?
I would like to use a lifeline.
Which one?
The one where I go to library to look up answer.
Like you stick to the rules or you'll end up owing me money.
Okay, I phone a friend.
All right, let's make that call. Hello?
Hello, Pam, this is Heike.
You just give me the damn answer.
Okay, C, final answer. I want to get home and see season premiere of Third Rock from Sun.
You win! It's C! And that sound means we're out of time. Our big winner tonight is Heike, who takes home a staggering total of $200 Canadian.
Will I have the money now, please? Give me the money.
Dream on, pal. And that's it for Who Wants to Be a Millionaire Canadian edition.
And lo, a heaviness lay upon the people of the land, for they had been through a summer of much tribulation. And they did plead with the Almighty from the temple, saying, O Mighty One, this weather sucks. And to appease him, they did plan a human sacrifice of one to whom so many disasters had befallen that this would seem as nothing. But Brother Joe of Clark declined the offer. For Brother Joe had been elected to the tribunal, together with Brother Stockwell of Day, he who did cavort upon the Sea of Galilee like an unseemly porpoise with an attention deficit disorder. And when they were both admitted to the tribunal, there awaited them St. John of Chrétien. I deeply welcome the new members, said St. John, and if that is not true, may the Almighty strike me. And the Almighty did strike him, choosing a strange instrument for his wrath, a cream pie. But Brother Paul of Martin had an even bigger problem, for tax shekels were flooding into his treasury from all over the land. Yea, he had cash coming out of his yin, not to mention his yang. And voices from all over the land cried, me, give it to me. But even louder were the shouts of, moi, donnez-le-moi. And St. John of Chrétien, pondering an election, did say, let us not forget the one who brought me to power, the one who by his actions did ensure that I can rule forever. But the person of whom he spake was at his daughter's wedding. And Brother Brian of Mulrooney did spare no expense on the event, forgetting that he no longer lived on Sussex Drive, and at this time he was picking up the tab. And the festivities did run into the early hours, with the father of the bride giving his rendition of his famous song, When Irish Eyes Are Bloodshot. But the attention of the people was on the distant games and the rumors the athletes were taking forbidden substances. And they knew something was wrong when Brother Eric of Lamaze entered the jumping ring on his horse, but facing backwards, and trying to feed sugar cubes to that portion of the equine anatomy quite incapable of ingesting them. And the head of the games, one Brother Juan of Samaranch, did deny the allegations, and so saying raised his arms to the heavens and proclaimed, if these games are crooked, may he turn me into a block of salt. And lo, there was enough salt to feed the multitude unto the 4th generation. The channel about things that go really fast.
Hello and welcome to Speed Vision's Look at the Olympic Games.
And what a game.
They were fast.
Real fast.
Fast.
Women's track and field.
Now that's fast.
Real fast.
Let's take a look. They ran fast.
They ran real fast.
Mega fast.
Bat out of hell fast.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
Okay, next, men's hurdle.
Good sport.
Great sport.
Real fast.
Not half fast.
Fast.
Let's take a look.
They went fast.
They went real fast.
Faster than fast.
Beast lightning fast.
Fasto-ripping.
Fasto-ramming. Nice outfit, Sue. Okay, let's look at the next event, ballroom dancing.
Let's not.
Not a real sport.
Next event.
Hurry, you can't wait.
Same here.
Gotta be fast.
Gotta be real fast.
Uber fast.
Fast.
Roll it.
Too slow.
Boring.
Slow.
Not when you do this. Now that was fast.
That was real fast.
Super fast.
Lickety split fast.
These through those fast.
And we like fast.
Fast.
This has been Speed Vision Olympic Review.
From me.
And me.
And him.
And him.
Good night.
Well, he's gone.
Yeah.
He was, yes, he was, wasn't he?
Oh, but more than that, he was also...
Oh,
Yeah.
Remember the phrase, there's no place for the state in the bedrooms of the nation?
Well, he was thinking ahead. I wouldn't want Brian Mulrooney standing at the end of my bed.
You got that right.
You betcha.
Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Mind you, there were a lot of people who didn't like him.
Oh, but even there, he was such a modern guy. He answered them all digitally.
Digitally?
The finger.
Can you imagine any politician today giving the public the finger?
Chrétien needed all 10 fingers. You need both hands to choke a protester.
Now, when he was around, we knew we had a jet setter in Parliament. Today, all we got is a jet skier.
Hey, remember Fuddle Duddle?
What did that mean?
Oh, he's politely telling his opponents to go forth and multiply.
It was that indefinable class that he brought to the job. Driving the Mercedes convertible, paddling the canoe, the way he jumped up and down on that trampoline. All at the same time.
Margaret Thatcher and Richard Nixon didn't like him.
Well, I can't think of any greater praise than that.
Love him or hate him, he made you feel proud to be a Canadian.
You got that right.
You betcha.
Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. There was big news on the education front in Ontario. Each day before classes begin, students must now stand and sing "O Canada." Officials say it's a great idea. It instills students with a sense of pride, plus it gives teachers a chance to frisk them for weapons.
In Montreal, a crime reporter investigating bikers was shot. Outraged Quebecers demanded a new law making it illegal for low-life troublemakers to form their own gangs. Should such a law pass, it could mean the end of the Bloc Québécois.
There are rumors flowing around Ottawa that the NDP and Conservatives might join forces. If they do merge, they'd have a dynamic party of 25 members and 2 hopeless leaders.
Jimmy, in Regina, Premier Roy Romano announced he's stepping down. Everyone in his cabinet was shocked. They thought he'd resigned 2 years ago.
And yet George W. Bush was quick to pay tribute to Canada's longest-serving premier.
There's Roy Romano, Major League asshole.
Well, the hockey season has just started. It's 2 days into the NHL schedule, and already the Calgary Flames and the Vancouver Canucks have been eliminated from the playoffs.
The Exorcist has been re-released with 11 minutes of terrifying demonic images added. We have some of that shocking footage, but we should warn you, it is graphic, and some viewers may find it disturbing.
Aujourd'hui, alors qu'on a un ministre qui règle, la règle au profit, Monsieur le Président.
Holy jeez, I'm not going to sleep tonight.
And that's it for Summer 2000 in review.
Yes, sir.
Now the 100-meter dash. Mr. Slobodan Milosevic, please call Lost and Found.
The 100-meter run sure is going to be exciting, eh?
That's for sure.
Oh, I'm a big fan. I don't want to miss this event. I came all the way from Canada, especially to see it. Spent $10,000 on airfare and hotel. $500 just for the ticket here today. Been here since 6 this morning so I could get a good seat, eh? I would not miss the 100-meter run for anything. What was that?
The 100-meter run.
Oh, I'll see ya. I'm off.
Where are you going?
To Greece. Want to get a good seat for the Athens games.
The Speaker recognizes the newly elected Conservative member for the Nova Scotia riding of King's Hands.
That's me. Yes, indeed, Mr. Speaker. I would like to go on record as saying how good it is to be back in the House of Commons, riding a wave of glory while hanging 10 on the Conservative board of optimism and shooting the curl of success as that's as far as I can carry this stupid surfing metaphor. I love the smell of Parliament in the morning. It smells like horse buns. But more importantly, I am glad to finally be with my party. And I predict a continuing Conservative resurgence. And I am not alone. You can be assured my party is behind me. Well, apparently they are further behind me than I thought. Traitors. Preston, I guess it's too late to take you up on your offer for me to join your Reform Party. Yes, I'll take that as a yes. Well, it looks like not only am I the party leader, I am also the party. But I am confident I will continue to support myself and do not stab myself in the back when I'm not around. I will stand behind myself as I brilliantly attack this government. Hear, hear. You tell him, Joe. What a speech. Sure, I have no members or money, but at least I'm back where I belong. Life is good.
This is Oscar Lemnitz at the Olympic Weightlifting Center with Marie-Josée Carstairs. So here it is, Canada's entry in the brand new Olympic sport, synchronized weightlifting.
That's a very good opening, Oscar.
It certainly is. Their ballet training has come in handy.
Yes! Oh, that's got to be a 7.5.
Maybe an 8. Now comes the tricky bit.
Way to go!
They're nearly there. This is the big moment.
They've done it!
Hello, I'm Harold J. Ick, and this is Forbidden Places, the show that goes to locations the public rarely ever sees. Last week we visited a bordello and found out how, by using your credit card, you can get free air miles. Tonight we have an exclusive interview with the Prime Minister's security detail on location. Gentlemen, tell us all about working in security.
Well, first, you have to complete a rigorous training regimen to hone both your physical and intellectual skills.
I graduated grade 10.
We have been specially trained to take on a new role in the name of national security.
We have?
We are the Prime Minister's elite new bodyguards. We are sworn to give our bodies to protect him.
We're the pie police.
I would take a pie for the Prime Minister.
So would I, a cream pie. I don't know about a cherry pie. I don't like cherries.
I will take the cherry pie if you take blueberry and apple.
Deal.
Excuse me, where's the Prime Minister's office?
Second door on the left.
You see, the point is, with us in the job, the Prime Minister is safe from any future pie attacks.
Well, what about cakes?
No comment.
I'm not taking a cake for nobody.
I ain't taking no cake neither. A Twinkie, maybe.
Or a Joe Louis there.
I like Vachon, the jelly rolls.
Second door on the left.
What if someone attacks the Prime Minister with a heat more?
I'm Harold J. Ick. Until next time, so long.
Hi, I'm Brian Williams here in Sydney, Australia. Well, you know, now that the games are over, the broadcasters here take all the equipment they brought in here at our studios. Our crews have gone, the equipment is gone. In fact, all the clocks have gone. And you know what? For the first time in my life, I haven't got a clue what time it is anyway.
Hello, I'm Sandy Ronaldo, Canada's cutest broadcaster. I'm on location here in, let's say, New Brunswick. Here, there's a bitter dispute over lobster fishing between native people and not-so-native people. You know the situation is desperate. They've asked Bob Ray for help. And joining me now is Canada's most prominent lawyer, Eddie Greenspan.
Hello, Sandy. Give me a call regarding that botched plastic surgery.
I never had... Mr. Greenspan, the lobster fishing situation is volatile. Do non-natives have a strong case?
Well, Sandy, I'm here representing a more important group.
The natives?
The lobsters.
The lobsters?
Isn't he cute? Sandy, I see this more as a dispute between lobsters and non-lobsters. But nobody is standing up for the lobsters. Isn't that right, Larry?
You tell her, Eddie.
Have you been drinking your Grecian formula?
For too long, lobsters have been denied proper housing, proper schooling, proper education. And look at this lobster trap. It's dangerous and there's no wheelchair access.
I hadn't thought of that.
Well, we are people, too.
Okay, that's all the time we have for now.
Sandy, as this country's leading lawyer, it is my duty to protect the rights of lobsters.
How appropriate. One bottom feeder protecting another. Until next time, this is Sandy Ronaldo saying...
He really, really likes you.
So I hear you're from Canada. How's it going? Eh? You want a donut? I thought all you had in Canada were lumberjacks and curlers. Is there running water up there? Where's your toot? Eh? There's no toot about it.
Can you come and check the oil on my truck?
Why me?
I need a dipstick.
Canada AM, with your perpetually wired host, Valerie Pringle.
Hi, and welcome. I hope you're having a super morning. Please excuse me if I seem a little depressed,
But I'm concerned about the dangers of Ontario drinking water. To warn people when harmful bacteria reach dangerous levels, the government has implemented a new high-tech safety system. And joining me are the two men behind it, Femke and Vilje Nussbaum. Hi, guys.
Guten Tag, mein perky Damen. Say hello, Vilje.
Say, you two look familiar.
Yeah, we are famous TV stars. We do many lozenge commercials.
Okay, tell us how this new water safety warning system works.
Yeah, Valerie, the moment we suspect a problem with the water, Vilje and I snap into action.
Exactly what do you do?
I will demonstrate. E. coli!
That's the new safety system?
Hey, it is Mike Harris government. What do you expect?
Oh, good point. Look, will you stop blowing that damn horn?
Vilje did not blow the... Vilje, did you drink the local tap water?
Can you explain to me exactly what E. coli is?
Yeah, E. coli, it is, well, it's sort of, Vilje, you tell her. Vilje does not have a clue.
Well, guys, it seems every day there are new reports about contaminated water supplies in Ontario.
Yeah. In fact, the only safe tap water seems to be in Toronto.
Have people been moving there from Walkerton?
No. All things considered, people would rather stay in Walkerton and take their chances.
That's all from Canada AM.